Here in Arizona, preparations are underway right now for Pat's Run, the signature fundraiser for the Pat Tillman Foundation.
Heather Moore is in the newsroom now with more on one of this year's Tillman Scholars. Heather.
Well, you guys, what an honor to sit down with Katie Newton, one of 60 esteemed scholars in the class of 2016. She's a military wife, and both she and her Air Force husband are taking on some of the most challenging roles in our society, and they're trying to help make this world a better place.
It is the greatest honor of my lifetime, without a doubt.
Katie Newton is overwhelmed about the distinction of being a Pat Tillman Scholar.
He had everything to lose, and he was okay with that. And that is so admirable. Just sort of some history of her illness.
Through the foundation, the Phoenix native and Xavier grad is taking graduate classes at ASU's College of Nursing.
When I was applying for this foundation, they ask you how you have qualities that sort of relate to that. And it was hard for me to say anything because the amount of bravery and the amount of sacrifice that he was willing to put forth is overwhelming, and such an example of service that it's hard to put into words.
But those same qualities can be found in Katie and her husband of 2 years, Michael.
He's protecting soldiers overseas, and I'm looking out for families and kids here who are facing chronic illnesses.
Technical Sergeant Michael Newton is an explosive ordnance disposal technician.
His job is to go out where there's landmines and bombs and defuse them and keep the troops there safe.
The 13-year veteran of the Air Force has been deployed 4 times.
He's incredible. He's a hero.
To Iraq, Afghanistan, and Kuwait.
He's just very brave and such a compassionate person. And really, has just always wanted to make a difference and, have value in what he's doing. In between that time frame, at each of her appointments, they sort of went up on the dose.
And to families dealing with the worst times in their lives, Katie is making a difference.
I work in a challenging field. I chose oncology for a reason.
At 16, she started volunteering at Phoenix Children's Hospital. Today, she's a pediatric oncology nurse currently living in Texas, working with kids who have cancer.
To most people, that's terrible. That's a horrible thing to witness.
But the 29-year-old is not most people.
I really consider it a gift to be a part of and be able to share my knowledge and put forth what I know and support people at that time.
And now her experiences have sparked a brave new mission to take care of families and children at the end of their lives.
I have had patients who have passed away, a large amount, and that's sort of the drive for me behind wanting to go into palliative care. Once these kids have been on medications for 2 years.
Through the Pat Tillman Foundation, Katie is pursuing her doctorate of nursing practice. She flies to Arizona 2 or 3 times a semester.
It enables me to really go out and make a difference and make a change. And the Pat Tillman Foundation is the reason that I'm able to do that.
And this year, a chance to witness the foundation's signature fundraiser in person.
My husband and I are both coming out for the run this year. It is the first time for both of us, so we're very excited.
As you can see there, guys, Katie is just an incredible individual. She is the first of the Pat Tillman Scholars that we're going to be profiling all week long, leading up to Pat's Run on Saturday morning.
And that she's one of 60 scholars that they are able to do this for. That's just pretty amazing to think of what an impact in his name, in his honor, that's touching not just here in the Valley.
That all of these individuals, they're all just, overachievers in every way. So it's so great to meet her.
All right, Heather Moore in the newsroom. Heather, as always, thank you. By the way, it's official. The 2017 Pat's Run, it is sold out. 3TV, CBS 5, proud partners this year. The race is this Saturday, April 22nd. Proceeds from the race, they go straight to the Pat Tillman Foundation, which funds the Tillman Scholars.